At this point, I just wanted to mention pulse width modulation, as we touched on it earlier, and it's a fairly common one when modulating with an LFO. If you remember, we saw it whilst looking at a square wave, which is actually a type of pulse wave, only with a symmetrical form. However, when you adjust the pulse width, making the wave irregular, you get an interesting sound with the upper frequencies shifting up and down, as we've heard already. So what can be nice is to modulate this pulse width, which is sometimes hardwired on a synth, where you have a pulse width modulation dial that you can just turn up. But equally, you can use an LFO to set this up yourself. So I just drag the LFO to the pulse width dial on Avenger here, and then set the range I wanted to act over. And you can hear and see it going back and forth now. On this low note, it's not sounding particularly good, but if I bring the amount right down, so it's just shifting back and forth a small amount, now it's sounding much better. To compare, if I just turn the modulation off temporarily in the modulation matrix, yeah, sounding good. If I did want to increase the amount, then it can work, but it would be better if I turned down the LFO speed. And this also works for leads and pads and higher pitched sounds. And for these, you can actually turn up the modulation amount. And also rate. So larger modulation amounts can be fine on higher frequencies, but when you get in the bass range, it's better to be a bit more frugal.